Oi, oi. Marticus Von Braun here. Welcome to Flaterday. Flaterday and Happy New Year to you all, and Easter if you're doing all that. It's great to be back. This is my 6th video of the week. Hope you can hear me fine. We're going to have a good time tonight, guys. We're going to have a giggle, okay? I can't believe, like, the reality is that daft and people seal clapping. I'm thinking that somebody's actually going to, you know, that round thing in the sky, which is just ridiculous, which might not even be a physical object anyway, which it probably isn't. So we're going to look into that and how easy it is to pick these people apart. Maybe Simon Dan will make a video, explain to me how gaffer tape can keep out a vacuum of space. I love that. So yeah, welcome all. Gather in. It's going to be a crazy ride tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Artemis moon mission to boldly lie where many men and a woman, they send a woman up, maybe, as well. So that's the first. Maybe they're going to put a woman on the moon. Yeah, man. But they can't have sex in space. We'll have a look at that later, apparently, in case they have any unfortunate mishaps. So we don't go into that. So, let me give you all a few shouts. Who's this lovely person? This is, I want... Chepurino. Wow, that's a mouthful. Hi, James. Mr. Razda, Irie, my brother, over in Hollandsville, I think he is. On the Ardennes, you? Or Mountain. D'Angelo, my brother's here as well. I am Carrios. I was watching a video like 8 years ago the other day, I am Carrios, and my chat feed came up, and you was there, like all them years ago, man. Although I've been here for a long, long time. Jojo. Forever and ever. Adman and another brother has been with me for a time. Much love to you. Hofferdommer. It's the only Dutch I know, so you're going to have that. Else de Bluff. Joe, welcome. From Scranton. Is it Scranton, PA? Isn't that where the Black Keys are from? Scranton, aren't they? I'm sure they are. I think so. Some famous band. Anyway, I think it's Black Keys. No, they're Accrington, Ohio. Don't worry. Forget what I just said. South of the Netherlands, indeed. Good memory. I have got a very good memory, but not for like immediate reality, apparently. Like from 1 minute to the next, but like for infinite details of the past. Oh my God, yeah. Charlie boy, good to see you. Flatties. Yeah, let's have a wiggly flat fun. This is going to be good this tonight. You're going to enjoy this one. So fake moon travel going. Yeah, you know, humanity's so excited right now, isn't they? They could shit the bed, couldn't they? It's just like, wow, real men and women are in a spaceship going across a vacuum and they're going to go and slingshot around the moon because it's like orbiting is real and gravitational wells and all of that Einsteinian business is all apparently true. So they've crossed the Kármán line, guys. They've gone past. This is newsflash. Hang on. Breaking news in from Fartemis 2 mission. Fartemis 2 mission is not what you think, but they are starting to let us know, guys. They've crossed the Kármán line. Okay. They're in the troposphere. Sounds like there's a sphere involved out in space or something. That's a bit weird in itself, isn't it? And they've gone through the Van Allen belt. So they're properly irradiated. Let's see if there's boulders coots on the way back and all vomiting and stuff. So is the nature of radiation. Anyway. They probably haven't mentioned that. They're hoping everyone's forgot about that. Well, us flat earthers haven't forgot about that. The toilet's broken. Yeah. I'm sure you've heard the real propulsion of Artemis 2 is Guff propulsion. Don't believe me? This is why they're renaming it Fartemis. Okay, there's a hole. There's a small hole at the back of the craft. And it's covered over with gaffer tape to keep out the vacuum of space. And you put your bottom next to it. You've got to be careful in case you get sucked off the spacecraft into deep space. And you guff, and it propels the craft forward to slingshot around the moon twice and back again in a really unusual sort of manner, because apparently it's just nuts. Come on, look at the velocities here. It's all supposed to be doing anyway. The whole thing's moving, isn't it? Into infinite space at fucking ridiculous miles an hour. It's just... Anyway, CGI and cartoons are enough to please the masses. But let me show, if any of you people out there watching this vlog tonight are thinking to yourself, I don't know if it's true or not. Well, watch what I'm going to show you tonight, and I will show you that NASA definitely lie. Okay, and if you tell one lie, you're going to tell another and another. Okay, so that's the nature of deception. So let me give you a few of you shouts. I'm going to show pictures. There's lots in this today. Like I said, it's been a really busy week. Last night I had a show with Alex, conspiracy music guru, and my mates David Manilon, conspiracy music guru, Alex Michael, and that was really fab. I really enjoyed that one. Some really good topics. What's happening, God of War? Respect. We love your work. Well, yeah, no live feed the whole trip. Yeah, we're going to be looking at that. Is just ridiculous in itself. Come on, man. I'd be fucking cranking up on YouTube, getting a chat feed in, wouldn't you, if you was doing something so fantastic. And what about the massive advertising they've lost? They could have splattered that thing with all like Marlboro stickers like they do with sports cars and earned 10 billion and probably paid for it all just in advertising alone. But they don't need it, do they? Because they're mugging all the money out of the taxpayer. Fucking something that doesn't exist. It's ridiculous. If you go into a supermarket, like toys for children, right? So they got globes, light up globes, and next to them will be the dinosaurs. It all goes hand in hand, evolution and planets. It's okay. Timmy Potter, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Vibes is in the house. Good to see you, sweetness. I believe you put man on the moon. No, it's made in a Hollywood basement. They even tell you in contemporary music. It's like, why would they even tell you R.E.M., awesome band like that? So, man, he's in the house. Good to see you, Big Toe. Flat moon. It's a flat moon. He's saying, evidence me, baby. I'm just going with my objective reality of what I can see. If anyone was to ask me, why do you think it's flat? I'm just saying, like, cause it looks so flat. And a big giveaway is NASA. Yeah, they keep fucking palming off CGI as a reality, and everyone's like seal clapping. It's so weird. It's a strange kind of Stockholm syndrome. Why do people even want space? The whole world's in flux, bombing shit out of one another, and all they're thinking about is that stupid fucking moon. I wouldn't give a shit. If I had my way, I'd fucking bomb it. Bomb the fucking moon. That's it. Nuke the bastard. They never liked it anyway. It just always causes trouble. Hospitals fill up. Yeah. I can't see the attraction myself. And it's putrefying. It ain't even groovy. The sun's groovy. Nah, I'd miss moonlight nights. They are quite nice moonlight nights, aren't they? Yeah, scrap that. Let's keep the moon. We're keeping the moon for now. I'm glad I got that settled. Whew. That was a tough one, guys. I had to go through that one with you. Whoop, whoop. Charlie boys in the house. For my sins, I'm sure you're not. I guess I still am. Yeah, you are. Expert Apollo program. We're going to be. I'm a fellow expertian in all things Apollo and NASA because I used to be a NASA fanboy. I shit you not. As a kid, I used to pride myself on what I knew about space stuff, distances, and then quantum mechanics. I was a right little one of SWAT. Mr. Skinflint, what are they? NASA tax in full swing. Yeah, you're all going to pay for that. We're still paying for Rona, even though they, basically printed more banknotes than ever in the whole of human history to pay for it all. But that doesn't matter. You still got to pay for it all. Okay. Taxi up. Tax. Don't ask me what they want it for. One can only imagine. It all goes into that shit that they do, I think. I don't even know. So what you say, Mr. Marmite? Sweaty space balls. Oh my God, they are so into space. They are into round balls. They have got a big thing about balls and watery balls. So they like them sweaty. Yeah. That only says a few things. Okay. Kerry. Bezos. He's got a funny head, haven't he? He's like the white version of hot chocolate, isn't he? Yeah. It's got a head like a ball. funnily enough. Scientists are disappearing. Oh, where are they? Name me one. I bet you it's not Brian fucking Cox, is it? Has Brian Cox gone missing? I think it's going to only get better, Brian. Hope you're watching. Blue Peter Arts and Crafts Department who build these spaceships. If I'm being, like this, it's because you started it first, okay? Taking the piss out of us. Proper gaslighting. And these people, they look evil. Nobody trusts anyone organic and nice to go on a spaceship. So maybe a hippie. Can you? No, you fucking can't, can you? They always got to be dead-eyed mind control fucks. Ugh. It's really horrible. Mike. What? What? What to do? Mike issues. Why this? Thanks. Is it crackling? No? Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to invest one day into a new microphone, Albert Billy, to like proper YouTubers. Martin Von Fucked Up Mike. This is where everyone fucks off. What, it's still crackling? I might pull it out in a minute. The microphone, I mean. Thanks, Anthrara. Yeah, no, okay, no. Thank you, Melisande. Okay, I'm just going to move right back away from the fucking microphone because it's like kryptonite to my world. Okay. So, yeah, let's have a look at some pictures and just get stuck in. I got sweaty all of a sudden then with like mic issues. It's on fire. It's on fire. No, thanks. I thought you said it was on fire. It fucking will be. The carries on. Okay. Let's get stuck straight in today, guys. Because like I said, it's been a lot of videos this week. As I'm sure you noticed. But for a reason. Okay. Let's have a look at this Fartic. This is this one that's propelling through space. Because apparently you've got to get propulsion in the vacuum of space. It's amazing how they're doing that. Pushing against something that sucks by nature. I can't get my head around that. Maybe I'm just not smart enough to get it. That's what it is, yeah. So, yeah, this is a bit that's groovy. Separation, man. Yeah. Notice the camera that goes alongside it, 17,500 miles an hour. Over 7 times speed of a bullet. No, it's not because it's CGI. And they don't even tell you. So your average Joe who's watching this because they love the telly so much, it's like, oh, it's so exciting, man. Imagine what it's going to be like looking at the moon. You can look at the fucking moon when the clouds clear. So here it is. It's like a big... It's weird how much like it looks like a vibrator. Doesn't it, though? But like you've seen on my show last night, they are making vagina-shaped spacecraft, which is only fair, I think. Don't you? Yeah, water balls. Don't look at it, James. Don't look at it. It's not good for you. You'd think, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. The fucking globe. Yeah, here's a separation of it, right? So then it dumps this out, solar panels, right? And then that, like, apparently re-enters Earth's atmosphere flat and heats up. Okay, so this is like amazing science. Look at this. It all jangles up together, man, in the middle of space. They got a camera there, man. There's a man in space. So you have to admit, and yeah, this is definitely a CGI representation. It's what they're doing for everything concerning Artemis. So slingshots have always intrigued me since the first moment I ever heard of them. It's like, oh, that's interesting. They go across the Van Allen belt through cylinder space, which is the space between the moon and Earth, and then they go around it. And because there's a gravitational well that was proved by gravitational lensing experiment that we didn't witness, the light from this star behind the sun that bent in the gravitational well that Einstein said was present, is what they're going on. And I've got actually zero proof in my reality that gravitational welling is actually taking place in the fabric of space time, which is what they're proposing when they slingshot around the moon in an orbit and then come back, because apparently the gravity of Earth is pulling it back. How come the gravity of Earth isn't pulling the moon in to smash into us? It's not even far away. It's what, 250,000 miles away? I'm sure it's like grabbed by the gravitational force somewhat, but they say the opposite, don't they? Oh no, that's not happening. It's the moon that affects the Earth. What? Well, yeah, there's a gravitational field from the moon, and it basically affects the tides. So what? They're fucking tripping. I literally, excuse my language, but this is why swear words are invented. So this starts out like this, and it just breaks apart a little bit at a time. Yeah, all of that just goes God knows fucking where. It doesn't matter. It's only space. Okay, jettison the fuel tanks. Air balloons. Okay, and then it's this little bit, and eventually it's a tiny little farty thing. Okay, this little bit in the nose, which is what's going to land in the water, all like pretending they came through space. God help us. So there it goes. Yeah, that's the way they do it. Jettison back to fucking Earth. Well, they're going to say, literally, I'm not like, I'm not even wrong with this, right? Apart from the toilet breaking and the fact they confess they're using guff power to get there, okay, because apparently fart's the only thing that can like push you forward in space, okay? This is amazing. I like literally tripping up right now. Amazing it is. He's like, bro, I love you. Bro, let's touch hands. Let's hold hands. Longer. Let's hold hands longer this time. 3 seconds longer. We're going to sail together to the moon. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Don't call me bro. Okay. So, yeah, they're looking at these fatty little windows taking photographs. It's daylight outside, though, as you'll see in a minute. Wow, it's so real. Even, I bet Elon Musk is kicking his coffee table over with rage of how shit they are. He's like, bro, don't take the fucking picture. Here they are. Space Force. Look how tough they are. Yeah. I want to be an astronaut when I grow up. Granddad. It's like, first, you have to step on babies. Oh, don't worry about it then. Okay. So, yeah, these are in space going to the moon. What's their names? You know Buzz Aldrin. You know Neil Armstrong. You know Michael Collins. What's their names then? Do you want me to tell you what the names are? Who gives a fuck? That's who their names are. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, look at that. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're going there. What is it? It's called the moon. Oh, I have seen it. Yeah. You have been to school, haven't you? No, I've got learning difficulties. That's why they brought me into NASA. I just repeat what they tell me to say. Me too. Artemis, the Greek god of fuckery, apparently. Yeah, there it is. Well, you could look it up on ChatGPT what Artemis is. It's got all sorts of connotations, but it's a bit troublesome. Pigs in space! Cookie monsters on there, did you know? And when you make crumbs, they get caught in the air ducts and cause a massive malfunction of systems. And apparently life support systems will shut down. No, they're going to get back perfectly safe. They're going to wave at the fucking camera like this. Yeah. Do a few fucking Masonic signals. Well, toss up some sixes maybe. Yeah. And then they're going to go on TV programs with people making out. And the most they will mention was, oh, it's so fragile. There's a thin blue layer on the curvature of Earth, and it's so fragile because it's getting polluted. And I think what we need to do is we need to increase the taxes. Oh, yeah. That's brilliant. Thanks, astronaut. Pigs in space. It's occurred to me that Miss Piggy was naughty. She was a bit of a naughty girl, wasn't she? There she is with, come here. She goes, she's a bit rough. She's a bit rough and ready, is Miss Piggy. A bit grabby, yeah? Look, it's the princess. Princess Leia. The first time I ever watched Star Wars, man, I was blown away. The sound of the Millennium Falcon taking off. And I literally shit myself with Darth Vader. I was like, yeah, definitely the devil. And the first sound of C-3PO. I was like, I was in a cinema. I was like that. This is probably the best thing I've ever seen in my life. How can anything ever get better than this now after this? That's what it did, Star Wars. It was fantastic, guys. Revolutionary in cinema, man. You could feel that Millennium Falcon in your back of your head. Look, what's going on here? So apparently, Mark Hamill, he's changed his name on my Mandela effect, says he was a Montauk boy. Remember the Montauk project, which I suspect I was involved in. So there is a rocket. That's not this Artemis. It's another Fartemis. It's going up Fartemis 1. And billions of tons of rocket. A lot of the flat earthers, including Mr. David Weiss and Mr. Sargent and others, have shown that this thing's an air balloon. Now, I think that might be a CGI penis. I can't tell. But the window, what? Is it snowing outside? And why they got a cloud that looks just like Italy or a lady laying down, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Space Truckers is a really good movie, though. LCJ. If you have Space Truckers, is worth a watch. So, yeah, they captured. I don't know how they're doing this photograph because they're actually in that pod there, up in there. So I don't know exactly how they're pulling this off, how the photograph gets taken. Maybe they jettison a camera that takes a photograph and beams it back in or something magical like that. I don't know. Anyway, the moon's really, really, really small and a long, long way away, isn't it? According to this picture. It's funny when we look up and it looks really, really big, but when you get there, it looks really, really small. There's no stars either, but it won't be, will there? Ah, yeah. Dicks in space. So let's have a look at these fudge facts. Here they are.
Hey, Chase, we got you loud and clear. How about us?
News, how do you hear me?
Hey, Chase, we got you loud and clear. How about us?
Right, what I got from that is this guy here got horns, and this black guy did flinch, so he heard the audio while they were pretending to wait for the delay, which they keep doing. What this guy's doing, jammed in between you with this thing. Maybe he's on punishment. Let's watch that again. Miss Piggy's real name was Winston. What are you trying to say? Jesus wept in the house. We're going to go into spunky hair syndrome later. Jesus wept.
Hey, Chase, we got you loud and clear. How about us?
Spunky hair syndrome.
News, how do you hear me?
Standing on ends. Didn't happen to Katy Perry.
Hey, Chase, we got you loud and clear. How about us?
That can deal with the hair situation. So, yeah, fuck. Excuse my language. April Fools. So you wouldn't believe how many NASA and sort of things they do on April Fool's Day. It's still snowing outside, but it's really, really cold. Yeah. And in space, no one can hear you scream. So, yeah, I think it's a balloon. I definitely think it's a balloon because it looks like a balloon and there's all these bits hanging off it. And basically, they haven't streamlined it at all. So with all of that incredible inertia that's put down with the incredible thrusts of, you know, trying to get out of Earth's gravitational field, which apparently you need a lot of neutrons to do. It's big. It's called rocket science, yo. It's really complicated. We don't understand it. So... And they got this bit at the bottom. Now, these light up red later on, like, because there's millions of flames burning out of them, because there's, like, apparently fuel burning. And these are, like, made of material. It must be the best fire retardant material. That's what it is. Fire retardant material. And Kennedy's the first one that said, let's go to the moon. He fucking come up with that. And they still went on with it after he got his Brian splattered or not, or whatever happened. So let's have a look at this rusty old piece of crap. So yeah, they got down jettison fuel tanks for reuse, didn't they, with the old space shuttle balloon? That was a good one. There's a little window outside there in case you want to check on the fuel. Burns pure oxygen. So yeah, NASA got all the helium. So guess what they're doing with all the helium? They're putting them in these big fucking helium balloons. Is what they're doing. Yeah, right. Okay, let's have a look. Still snowing outside. Oh, well, whatever. God, why is this so... Hang on a minute. Is this supposed to be a new spaceship? It looks like really old and messed up, doesn't it? And old and dirty. Old and dirty, just like NASA. Hands up who wants NASA gone. Hands up who wants a really big compensation and your money back for everything that they took from us since 1969. Would you like that? Astronauts to the moon, even coneheads know the real score, guys. There it is. Wow, all that heat out of them material things. Amazing. Just amazing. And they're going to jet them later. It's super impressive. Shit the bed. Are you crying? Well, the NASA women were. The NASA women were sitting there. She's saying, I was overcome. She said, I was so emotional, I could have cried my fucking eyes out. And the other woman was like, me too, me too. It's such a historical moment. Historical, you mean hysterical moment, don't you? They're suffering with hysteria. And when they get to the moon, yeah, they're after the soup. And the soup dragon is under the moon. So they're going to drill in, yeah. But the clangers will be waiting. And this is what they'll say. There's no oil. Fuck off. Is what the clangers are saying. So you can even on this reconnaissance mission, sniffing it out, see if it is actually made of cheese or not, which I suspect it might be gorgonzola. Hopefully. That would be nice. So it's a clown world after all. It doesn't matter if they don't need evidence. Straight to CGI is enough for most people. And just maybe they just, I don't understand it actually. I don't see the attraction. I think they should promote trees and humanity better, don't you? Look after the animals better. So yeah, more breaking news. On April 1st, 2026, humans are flying to the moon for the first time in over 50 years because we lost all the technology and destroyed it, and it was a painful process to build it back again until now. And then the entire mission will be streamed live. Yeah, except it isn't. So there's that. So yeah, let's forget about, I saw it on TV, it must be real. So Nixon said they'll never believe it unless it's on TV. Let's have a think about poor, do you know what? Let's give a little prayer out for Don Petit. Look at his mission in life. He looks like that, and he works for NASA, and he got to tell lies for a living. Yeah. So he said that they destroyed all of the telemetry, and it's a painful process to build it back, and we won't be going to the moon or doing anything so groovy like that ever until 2026, when apparently they just like shit went out of nowhere. Here it is. It's a bit rusty. Pretend it's real. Anyway, even in darkness we glow. Oh, that's so beautiful, man. In this image of Earth taken from Artemis 2 crew, we can see Earth's electric lights of human activity. Yeah. In the lower right, sunlight illuminates the limb of the planet. Yeah. That's amazing, isn't it? Do you want to cry? No, I don't want to cry. It's just fucking ridiculous, guys. Look, didn't they show us on Google Earth like the whole of Europe like lit up like a fucking Christmas tree, the whole of America lit up like a Christmas tree, and then like North Korea is completely black. There's no lights in North Korea. Can you remember seeing them? How come it's not on there? No, it's just a faint glow now. So yeah, thank you, Angela Baby Carson, for posting this on Facebook today. It's a bit weird and trippy, and it's tripping me right out, but my books are there. The Holy Grail of the Flat Earth, which is one of the greatest Flat Earth books out there, and the Holy Grail of the Great Reset. Are you going to pick up the cameraman they left up there last time? No, no. He lives there. How do you think this? Wow. Do you think they're going to bring him all the way home again? That would be cruel. Yeah. Okay. Ethereal Earth says, and this is the first image of Earth captured by Artemis from space that clearly shows Earth is not flat. AI says detected 78% possibility this is a CGI AI generated image. No fucking shit, Sherlock. So there they are. So we got a woman and we've got ourselves a black man this time, thank God. Although that's good for human relations, but in reality, they're not doing shit, are they? And he's got a moon t-shirt on. So yeah, times change. Wow, one thing they will never have is a really hot astronaut. They never do, guys. Can you imagine having a stonking hot, yeah? Can you imagine? Picture this bird, right, on the spacecraft? Because if that was me, I'd always be on a spacecraft. I wouldn't want to be fucking spending a week or whatever it is now, because it's all changed, with the new one. Oh, it is a really weird world. Thank you, Verone. Much love to you. Loves to you. Big loves. Loves and coaches. Hi, Magavelli. Yeah, it's a Clown World astronaut. Astronauts Maximus. It's pathetic, isn't it? Well, Ray, we love you, Ray. He's my bro. Only in higher shims. I seen your short. You did a short, and it said, "Fresh don't exist in space." Nora. Love you too. Welcome, Indy. Nano, Shazbat. So these pictures here are very telling. I've shown them a few years ago, but I have the whole NASA collection, which are priceless, and they're on my thumb drives. And there are hundreds of them, and they just kill any notions that they're really doing anything. So what this is the Gemini mission back in the 60s. It's Buzz Aldrin's first spacewalk. In fact, it's the first spacewalk. But what you find, and I've shown this many times, is the arts and crafts didn't bother to do anything properly, because this is real, apparently, and it's in space, okay? Simon Dan, make a video. You don't do anything proper ever. Make a video and explain to us why chipboard is visible under the steel and they've left all screws missing. Why would they do that? Wouldn't that be dangerous? And wouldn't wood keep out of vacuum of space? Because they could get sucked off into deep space, couldn't they? You know, it's dangerous. It's a space travel, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Wow, that spacesuit looks amazing. It's keeping out all that heat and all that. Right, let's have a look at this. Right, now I had a black and white TV in my bedroom back in the 70s, and it had exactly the same aerial. So I am telling you that that white bit on the top is off of a black and white television set. Am I wrong? No. And what's all this underneath? Oh, it's to protect it from radiation. The radiation that doesn't infect humans, you mean? Okay. Well, you get chinks of light coming out of there as well. Don't worry, because holes in a spacecraft, as you know, are perfectly acceptable. It's what they do, like mathematics, okay, to work out the possibilities. Okay, this is what Tom Campbell was doing with NASA number crunching. His genius mind was working out whether the speaker and the tweeter, whatever it is, the screws missing would cause any immediate problem or death to any of the crew, which is probably completely safe. Okay, what about wires broke in space? Would you die? Okay, probably, wouldn't you? Oh, let's make sure. Simon Dan, if you are making videos, make one to explain why there's wires and breakages all over the crafty farty that is supposed to be in the vacuum space. Anyone? Do you actually think that is safe, or that is actually happening? It's all ripped up and smashed up, guys. This is some sort of tarpaulin. I'm wondering why they make no effort with these things whatsoever. Not in the modern day and not in the past. This is a tarpaulin that's stapled on, and it's left all gaps. Super, super crap, guys. What are they doing with the taxpayers' money? They can't even build a proper bloody spaceship. I went to the Space Centre with Nathan Oakley back in the day in Leicester, and they had rockets in there, and they were coupled together, right, with O-rings or like D-clamps. It's like, well, to keep up the vacuum of space, fucking incredible. There he is. So you may ask yourself who is taking the photograph, but don't worry, because it was established earlier in the chat today that somebody is in space taking the photographs. It's this same dude. Okay, so like I said, I don't think that I think you could survive a vacuum of space with a wooden bit and whatever that comb is. Okay, we got gaffer tape. Okay, ooh, the studio lights are shining in the gaffer tape. Oh, it's probably the sun. Right. So is that not right? I used to build speakers as a kid, right? And I used to put tweeters in, an 8-inch speakers. And this is like an 8-inch speaker, and this is a tweeter. Am I wrong? And most of the screws are missing. Look, observe. No screws. No screws. No screws. No screws. So I love this evidence particularly because I know that beyond the shadow of a doubt that nobody can pull these up and say, oh, actually, that's perfectly acceptable in vacuum of space. It's wood. Fucking not acceptable. So then he did a selfie. Only his helmet was red in the Gemini mission. And then he takes a selfie, the first ever spacewalk, and then he does the first ever selfie in space in the same mission, but I can't see any red helmet on that. And there's that same daft aerial thing with a wire wrap around it. You think with all that inertia and shit that all this would rip off. And where does it all pop out from? Oh, I know. It separates the craft, right? And all this is underneath, and then it all pops out. Okay, that's what's going on. It's all pop out. It just defies belief. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to look at that aerial there because it makes me giggle. My soul giggles at how crap it all is. Anyway, apparently it's good. And there's light seeping out of the crap because there's all holes in it because it's not. They didn't even make no effort to build it. Wonder what they've done with their money. Wonder all the money in the 60s. You know, the lander was apparently, or the rover on the moon, the car we'll look at shortly, was the most expensive. Is that studio lights? I think it is, you know. The most expensive car ever produced, and it is literally a Jeep, and it is really shit. And apparently they tucked it all away in the bottom of the limb, which is ridiculous. So I'm going to go this side. So yeah, gaffer tape's awesome. I'm telling you now, if it wasn't for gaffer tape, there'd be a lot of people, you know, astronauts wouldn't only be drowning, they would be and doing that eye sucky out thing that happens to Arnold Schwarzenegger on Mars. We've all seen that go down. Apparently that's what goes down in space when no one can hear you scream. So I wonder what's in that reflection. Looks like a bunny ear. Okay. So that's enough. There's curvature. It's real. It's not fucking real. There's a big gap here and it's all paint leaking and this looks like it's tar or something. So they didn't even bother sealing it because they don't need to keep the vacuum of space out because there's no space fucking full stop because they're not doing any of this. This is the worst one. Well, they're all pretty shit. So yeah, I'd love to know all this stuff pops out. It must just, hang on, it must just fold away and then pop out. Wow, it's amazing this world, isn't it? Sorry, I wouldn't trust that window with a vacuum of space because from where I understand about vacuums, they just suck. A bit like space itself. Isn't that funny? Space sucks. Wow. All these rivets and shit. What happened to streamlining? They don't streamline anything. They streamline the Black Bluebird or the fucking stealth bombers. So there you go. 100% busted. First time I did this video. Look at me. Look at me there, Nora. Remember me then back in my mother's? Oh, God. Fucking hell. Wow. Let's have a look at this. So, yes, Ferrero Rocher. Because this gold cover is only microns thin and it kept out the vacuum of space. But I said you had to be careful not to put your foot through. So, yes, this greasy old tarpaulin thing, but under there somewhere, it's packed away. Okay, under this. It's actually giving me a pain in the head just looking at it. They say they landed that on the moon. There's a TV aerial, same as what got my roof. In space, we thrust and trust. So, yeah, apparently that limb there, all that fucked upness you just witnessed, and all of these millions of aerials are all sprang out of everywhere, dropped down off the spacecraft. That started out as the Saturn V, and then it ended up that big. Listen, I got a book that explains how all this shit went down, and I literally believed every word of it as a child. Right? It's just literally the questions I had with oxygen supply, water, and everything else, and the logistics. I'm like, wow, that's literally a miracle that it happened. It's like, yeah, it's a fucking miracle, all right, because it don't happen. So, you can clearly see that the mountains are all not there. Some sort of backdrop with the line is here. You can clearly see. This is a small studio. I'll show you how small it is, because you can see this horizon line to the mountain behind him, and you can see it in front of him, the definitions of and the flappy flag. And these little crosses here, sometimes they're behind them, but they're supposed to be the crosses you get with a Hasselblad camera. That's another anomalous thing, because a Hasselblad is made of plastic. Apparently, this plastic is like infinite, can stand infinite freezing and infinite heat all at the same time. Thing going on that they say is going on. But the molecules are all separate, so separate that it don't work like you think it does. So, anyway, so they tucked this thing here, which takes a lot of changes, as you will see, like the see-through tires, but it was packed away in this bag here, and it was tucked away under there, but you can't really see how the bag come out, if you know what I'm saying. And then, because that's exactly what you do when you get to the moon, is build a fucking car. Oh yeah, to get us around like nowhere around the studio. But Jimi Hendrix got a beach buggy, and it is the 1960s after all. So let's have a look at more of these. No, so they built the one lander. They said it was like infinitely expensive. Here it is. It doesn't make tire tracks. It's a bit clever, this. These are the real NASA images. You can tell because of the Hasselblad crosses. You see these? So note that he has an aerial in the Apollo mission here on his backpack, and apparently enough oxygen supply in this backpack to keep him going, like all the time he's out there. And then apparently he gets in the spacecraft because there's air in there, and he gets in there because there's a bit like this vaulted off or something where he waits and then comes into the oxygen-rich environment of the limb. I wonder where the massive oxygen tanks are on the limb as well. So, yeah, it doesn't leave any tire tracks because, well, it wouldn't really, because you just plonk it there. Let's have a look at this. So these are more things that just pop out of nowhere. So they rolled it out of the limb, and all these things just went ping, 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 ping. These Hasselblad cameras, really, I don't know why they would use them. Really shit. And the wheels, as you can see, are see-through. There's some sort of mesh. So it's supposed to be grey, dusty powder. We got 1 star there. I think that's 1 star. Wow. Did you see any stars? He's like, no. Neil Armstrong, when he was asked by Patrick Moore, he was like, did you see any stars on the way to the moon? He's like, no, I didn't see any stars, yo. And then like kicking him under the table, going, bro, you seen fucking stars? He's like, yeah, I met. No, he didn't change his mind. He should have. But they look like the most in the news conference for Neil Armstrong and Buzz and Mike. They looked ridiculously unhappy. Oh my God. So yeah, I wouldn't have gone for the Jeep myself. Look at that shit that Kubrick line is. Dear, 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 dear. And there's the other horizon right in front of him because it's so bleeding small, the studio. Shepperton Studio is quite big, actually. They made James Bond films in there. They pretend it's deserts and all sorts. So yeah, here's some buddies. Testing the first rover, I'm guessing, and they needed their spacesuits to do it, unless they literally just took a selfie on the moon and took their helmets off, prove that they're not on the moon. Here it is, moon rover. Before they took it up, apparently. Yeah, one of the most expensive vehicles. I'm wondering where the expense went. It's not exactly like a kit car. It's just rubbish, isn't it? Well, it's a Jeep. It's a Jeep. It is 100% a Jeep's carcass on the moon rover. And it's not foldable either. So that didn't come out of the bottom of the limb. And it is 100% definitely a Jeep chassis. So they lie. What about, right? Because everyone in the world's going to die and there's going to be a massive apocalypse, right? So they lead us to believe, whatever. The world doesn't end. They might go. Look at Neil. He loves a rocket. Too much, I would say. So I don't know who actually gives a shit anymore about any of this. It's really puzzling to me. So what you got to know, so we've noted this for many years on Flat Earth British, is naturally square legs. Because men have naturally square legs. Legs come in square shapes. You see? Square shapes. Square-shaped legs. So it's no, you can't really argue that spaceship was the worst spaceship in the world and was built like artcraft, really rudimentary, like out of cornflakes boxes and egg cartons and stuff. You're Smelly Kelly. Imagine being in a room near Smelly Kelly. It'd be freaking terrible, wouldn't it? So if that was water, it would burst and it would go, all them water particles would go into all the laptops and then they would lose like their lives. But they're not worried about anything like that at all, ever, really. The possibility of being hit by a micrometeorite is in fact very, very high, apparently, because apparently there's millions of these little fuckers that will rip a hole through and then will be sucked off into the vacuum of space, that is. So they admit to you that Hadfield, right? I think he's smaller than Napoleon and has little man syndrome, like ultra little man syndrome, I think. He took what? A big bag of weed up. So they smoking in the ISS. Yeah, whatever. I bet they're having margaritas as well. So yeah, back to apparently they can't have sex in space. Apparently there's something to do with there's no up or no down. So the spunkazoids wouldn't know which way to go. That's a load of rubbish. And in case of any unfortunate accidents, that could get messy. Okay. But he likes to think that is sex anytime, any place, anywhere. But no, with Bill, ever. No one will ever. Let's please. So this dude, I don't think the woman here with naturally square shoulders is the right way up. I think she's possibly hanging upside down because Penn and Teller did that trick, and I thought it was the right way up until they showed us. Because that hair thing looks like it's upside down, and she's put like stuff in it to make it all like gel, basically. It's nasty. So yeah, their toilet broke. I don't know, they're gonna poo. Just Hadfield, he's squeezing a rag out and he's filling all of the ISS with water, and there's all of this wiring. Do you think that's sensible? Do you think he should be sacked? Executed? Come on, let's declare war on Canada because of Hadfield. No. Neil Young is Canadian, and Alanis Morissette, so there's that. I think this is Brittany. I think Brittany did a 03, zero Vomit Comet, which is where they do some of the filming, because you can see here they do definite filming in Vomit Comets. And these two tried out a sex suit, so they thought, oh well, is it possible in a 0G? So apparently they get together, and then they zip them up together, and then they can do the nasty business, okay? And then, well, it would be nasty between them two, nasty business, and then apparently they can make babies in space. That can never be, He's having a shower with all that electrics all around. He's literally taking it's a dry shower. He doesn't look dry though. So I don't know what they're getting up to. So this is what looks like a condom, for definite. Okay, that's a lot of water. Amazing CGI though. Watch this, right? So the water will burst. They got more of them speakers. Maybe they're just booming bass through there. Bit of drum and bass through the ISS and through Artemis. That's how it goes. So yeah, White Dog, Fabian Society. He's not impressed. I wouldn't be impressed either, mate. It's not what it's all fucking... It's not what it's all knocked up to be. Right. Oh, shit. Who's taking a photograph? So stupid. Check this guy. This is the future. Robots in space. Love it. That's what we want. Space invaders. Yeah. What are you doing there, Chris? Oh, that's clever. Is that water? Are you in an environment full of electrics and stuff? There's laptops on the wall. Yeah, don't worry about it, though. Okay, this always gets me as well. So I don't know how exactly they got in the limb and then managed to take off their spacesuits, because I've got pictures of how this is done, and it's an incredibly complex procedure to get a spacesuit off and get in one. So apparently they pull them back in, and then there's a little space somewhere where they fuck around for like 3 hours, getting them out of the suits, and then they got to re-oxygenate the suits, they got to change the nappies in the suits, they got to do the water supply in the suits, run the diagnostics on the suits. Does that sound like any of that is actually happening? Because all that they do is making bunting and having fucking tea parties. When you see them on, you never see any work ever being done on the ISS. It's always like pretending that they're doing something. But I don't think there's any, they wouldn't be able to get out of them in the limb, at least. The limb was so small. Got pictures of it. Really small. Right, let's have a look at these. Right, Spunky Air Syndrome didn't affect Katy Perry. She, right, her hair was down here, but she was like so tripping out on a butterfly, on a flower. Yeah. It's a flower. A flower in space. That, let's have a look at these. Okay, we got some ladies with hair. Note the hair, okay? This is apparently a reality, what they're doing.
Let me take a moment.
I don't know what he's doing under that American.
Keith, I'm the mission pilot for Polaris Dawn. To my right, you got Sarah Gillis. Her call sign is Cooper. She is a mission specialist. She's also an engineer with SpaceX. And then to my left, you got our illustrious commander, two-time astronaut, Jared Rook Isaacman. And then to his left is Anna Menon. Her call sign is Walker. She is a mission specialist, also
400
medical officer for this flight. We are so honored to have this opportunity to talk to you guys. You know, it's there's no greater than what you guys have done and what...
No, they can't be Christian. Obviously, these people are like Luciferian devil worshippers. Don't they look evil? Oh my God. Why does everyone... They look evil. Look at their eyes. They're all red and black and... Am I wrong? Okay, let's move on. So yeah, heliocentrism. So helio is, as you know, hell. This is because we are in hell. Bah. That penny dropped a little while ago, actually, and my mind is made up. Hi, Loyal Tangy. They can't use airspray in the ISS. Everyone would die. It's flammable. It stick to everything, and it would gas everyone out. Do you think they got air scrubbers? They laugh at us, EP. They do. Especially Neil deGrasse, and he says this shit's flat, yo. I think he's a closet flat earther, I reckon. I reckon they all are. That's another one. So you don't ever see any satellites across the moon. Now, if you go on ChatGPT and ask it, can you give me a picture of the globe and how many satellites? There's like literally tens of thousands of little satellites, all in some in low orbit, some further out, but all apparently orbiting the Earth. There's supposed to be thousands and thousands of them up there, guys. We don't see them, and you never see them going across the face of the moon, because for anything to orbit, you need a globe, okay? Because the idea of orbit is something that falls away from the globe, okay, and constantly misses at 17,500 miles an hour. So if there's no globe, there's no orbit. So yeah, I like this guy. He's a famous Dutch scientist, Gust Pickard. Now his son did a balloon trip as well, and he had a flat Earth map on his air balloon. But in 1930, he went up and he said, "What did I see? What did I first man when he reached the stratosphere have to say?" He said it seemed like a flat disc with an upturned edge, and exactly what Richard Branson is about to say. So this one on a spacewalk here has got his boots on the wrong way round, but maybe he got dressed in a hurry. So the moon that they're going to, it's not big. It's like not big. I don't even think it's actually, I think the moon exists in my mind anyway. I think everything is, well, you know, our own reality. So I think it's my moon. You got a different moon, you have. And then Russia's 5,600 miles across, and the moon is only 2,159 miles across. It's like properly small, guys. Smaller than Europe. It's just nuts. The satellites are camera shy. Well, they'd have to exist first. And that is the picture of the limb on the moon's surface. It was up on the it was up in NASA on a picture on a wall for years before anyone noticed it was a Ferrero Rocher. The International Space Station took 10 years or more, 30 missions to assemble. It's a result of unprecedented scientific and engineering collaboration among 5 space agencies representing 15 countries. But we have no videos of any of this, and there is no record of missions. Don't you find that peculiar? No, that's perfectly acceptable in your reality that they say that they do this and they offer zero evidence of doing this. Okay. For some reason, on the space station, the IFS, they had a Welsh day. So they took a Welsh flag up. I noticed they don't have that when they have all of the flags of the world in the background this week on Artemis. No fucking Welsh flag. Well, it makes my blood boil. Okay? Oil. And it's an Earth. This is Earth, which is Earth, flat Earth. This is the Earth Day, which we have in Wales, which is, I haven't got the fucking foggiest. Something to do, I don't know. Sounds horrible anyway. So yeah, conspiracy theorists, Demla, claim that Katy Perry's space trip was a hoax. Right. Yeah. Jaren thinks it's real. Conspiracy theorists claim Katy Perry hair proves space flight is faked. Zombies are real, though, aren't they? But she was lost in space for so long. Katie must have dropped acid before she got on there, because she was acting really peculiar, and then she started snogging the ground and stuff, ass in the air. It was all very peculiar. This is a photograph from Artemis that was taken last night. This is not Photoshop. This is live. This is live footage. I know what you're saying. This is actually more believable, Martin. Yes, it is. It's very much more believable. So yeah, apparently the Blue Origin this time last year, landed, came through the atmosphere flat, and re-entered without any burn marks or any need for any cushioning or anything. Just landed beautifully. And but usually they just, like, because of the 1,000 degrees, they burn up and get covered in burns, apparently. This one made the effort with arts and crafts. This one, no need to make the effort because Bezos can't be bothered. What did he say? What the? It's like a head's made of plasticine and somebody's gone like that and shaped the head for her. She's like potato head. Katy Perry is potato head. Her hair looks really dry as well, doesn't it? And eyebrow things. I wonder what she'd look like upside down. I have a look at Katy Perry upside down, only just for my own amusement, guys. You don't have to watch if you don't want to. Ugh. Let's have a look at Katy Perry upside down, because people upside down look really weird. All right, let's have a look at Katy Perry upside down. She's in Australia. She's got a little cut on her neck there. That's where they put the knife on her neck. She do as you're fucking told. Nah, she don't have to. She's got Uncle Rothschild, hasn't she? Wow, that's scary. Earth is pear-shaped. Neil deGrasse says, look, they even got a toy. You get your little Masonic badge. Cool. That's worth a few quid, little Masonic badges. You get all the jobs then. Jobs for the boys. And, oh, poor Don, look at him. This is what cocaine does to you guys, okay? Look at his skinny little legs. Poor little man. And he said that we lost all the technology and it's a painful process to put it all back together. But what you got to do is you got to forget all that happened, go, hey-ho, and then on with the show and pretend that they're actually going to the moon. Werner von Braun. I like Werner von Braun. He's not my favorite Nazi. I actually don't like him one bit because of his acting abilities and his really unusual relationship with Walt Disney, who is probably, a lot of people say, Adolf Hitler all in plain sight, a bit of, but that can't be because they were making Walt Disney films in like the 1920s, so it would be actually logistically impossible. But he hung around with them. Man, oh man, oh man. I used to love Nazi stuff, but this is just no. They lie. So yeah, imminent death is a definite in space, guys. Think about it. They must have balls like that, like elephants, to be able to go to space. It's the ones that they can get in their suits. But do you know it's cold in space? I won't worry about it because they pee. They pee in their suits and it keeps them nice and warm. Did you know that? So yeah, obviously if you tore your space suit, which is a very high possibility it being made out of material and all, you will die instantly because it's supposed to be a vacuum of space. Here we go, dancing away in the merry, merry month of May. There he is, and he's singing a song doing that, the Merry Month of May song. Because you would, wouldn't you? Mind you, if you slow that down, you can see that he's just doing normal hobbity-hobbities. Look, there he goes. Swat on his face. He haven't got an aerial on his thing either. There he goes. Let's watch this once more. Imminent death. There's a stone. Don't hit the stone, you will die. Ooh, just missed it. What a lucky so-and-so. This is the realest they brought out this week. I agree with this one. It's definite. Brave cameraman. Brave cameraman. This is real. Makes me want to cry. I'm actually filled up emotionally now with all of this. Oh my God, I'm so amazed that human beings, just like us, guys, people just like us, have gone to the moon. In fact, they're not just like us, so they never, ever do they have a people person. It's always one of them, a lot. You know? Yeah, just drop fucking litter on the moon as well. Why not? You drop it everywhere else. And then fucking fall and cut your suit. Quick, get the gaffer tape. Get the gaffer tape. We all know the gaffer tape keeps out the vacuum of space because I've just proved that. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in space, would they, without gaffer tape? So if these two are the only ones in the on the moon, because Buzz is up in space, apparently orbiting on the craft, waiting for the limb to eject, and then he'll catch them. They got to time it perfectly, mind. Can you dig that? It's just such an impossibility that any of that happened. And they said it went off flawlessly. Whatever. Anyway, zero gravity look NASA hairspray is what she's using, guys, if you were wondering. Okay. Okay, obviously it's not spunk. That would be wrong. This better not be happening. Look at that little dog's face. And look at that little dog's face. If they did do anything like stick dogs up in rockets, I hope they're damned forever, their souls. These two dogs, I love them very much, and I would want two dogs just like this. Do you still go on about the moon, Matt? I got tickets. If it was real, I wouldn't go to. If it was real, I wouldn't go up into space and the moon anyway, because I would just what for? I don't even. They ain't got beaches in space. So yeah, NASA tell us that's what's on Antarctic floor. All of these ridges and mountains and shit. No continent. There's no Hyperborean. This one's called a plateau. So yeah, it falls off into a deep trench apparently, and then there's a couple of mountain ranges. Obviously, you never ever in your reality be able to verify that. Another interesting thing with this map is Greenland isn't a full island. I don't know if you realize that the interior of Greenland is actually a giant lake that is frozen. Did you know that? That would make a big difference if Greenland thawed, guys, wouldn't it? Look at that. I bet all of this would be like real estate and beaches and stuff. I bet this would be like fucking Dubai in another 5 years. Did you know that? Well, NASA says so. It must be true. That better not be true about the dogs. Please, I can't take that. So yeah, apparently when they drop it into Earth's atmosphere, they're going and they're holding on because it's all red inside the pod, right? And they're like shitting their pants because they could definitely die because it's like 1,000 degrees outside. Yeah, but the pod it don't melt because they got heat pants. Yeah, special ones. But they failed on the space shuttle because apparently a woodpecker pecked them. One fell off and the whole thing went to shit in a handbag. Do you remember that? Oh yeah, the bloody woodpeckers. So this deployed this boat as it landed. After it was 1,000 degrees, this rubber can handle that sort of heat. Unless they got a compartment that is sealed off from any of that heat. How could they even do that? Maybe it's vacuum sealed. Right. I'm not trans-investigating Sigourney Weaver, but she has got a big jaw. She's got really nice nipples. Can't believe I said that out loud. Is there more going on with Sigourney Weaver? Because I seen Alien 2 on mushrooms in the cinema. It was one of the best experiences, but I hadn't realised it was 1979. They had massive 1979. This is the only real image you'll see today. That's true. Neil's on the moon. Look, you can see the horizon there, right? And then you've got his visor. You can see the horizon in front of him, just proving, you know, the studio isn't that big. Ah, this is sad. I don't want to make anyone cry. Yeah, just get over it, man. Just be yourself. Just live, man. Just live. Please, bro. The Earth's not flat, bro. NASA's legit, bro. Why would they lie, bro? Gravity, bro. We evolved from monkeys, bro. Just look at the pictures and videos, bro. I had somebody do that to me, put a phone to me and say, there's images on there. Really upset about it all. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not making any claims. And I actually don't care what you think either. There is that. So there's that. So let's have a look at this streamlined, beautiful bit of, looks like a circuit board. Why is it so fucked up? Speakers again. They're definitely playing reggae. So yeah, these deployed out of some little hole somewhere, and these strings and then they filled up with air because in this they had bottles of air as well. So they went all the way to the moon, right? Deployed all that shit, all that oxygen, all that water, everything else. They come back, they through into like Earth's atmosphere, boiling fucking hot. They land, and then they got enough air to deploy these as well. This is not to do with space, but it is highly interesting to do with antiquity. Silicone is a key mineral found in hair and in NASA hair, undoubtedly contributing to its antenna abilities. This is why I got long hair. Crystals have the power to receive and transmit energy waves. The earliest radios used quartz crystals that were crystal sets, which I remember very well and loved them. The main composition of quartz crystal is silicone. So our hair is antennas. I wouldn't cut your hair. So it's inside one of these space suits. As you can see, it's just material, crude material. And apparently he gets in there, and then all just in the door bit is all of his oxygen supply and everything else. And all these wires and everything. His arms go in there. Can you imagine the hell? But if, in case you don't know, none of these suits have actually ever been tested in a vacuum chamber. So they say there's the radio there, cooling garment, because that's why they all drown, because there's all water in there. They got nappies on, because they're so long. Pump circulation, cooling. He's got liquid cooling, keep him cool. God, this stuff's amazing. Backpack, oxygen cylinder. Right, let's find out where the oxygen is. There. That oxygen cylinder. So when I do get oxygen, which I enjoy very much, it's a bit pricey. An oxygen thing, with me sucking it all fucking day, high on oxygen, because you can't be an oxygen junkie. That's just silly. Okay, lasts me fucking not long at all. Just blasts it. I had him in America when I was up in the fucking Rockies just to survive, and he was lasting not long. So, Mitch Cord NASA facility is the world's largest green screen studio set, where Hollywood goes to make movies like Planet of the Apes or G.I. Joe or Armageddon in that studio, which is owned by NASA. Okay, just in case you got any confusion about where they might be doing all this stuff. It makes you so proud to be one giant crock of shit for humanity. Ding, 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 ding. You can know that one day when it all comes out, everyone's just going to be like the next generation. They're just going to be, hey ho, they don't give a shit. NASA are just doing this deliberate. They must be doing it deliberately, guys. It's on purpose, because they want like the muggles to just like say, oh fucking hell, that can't be real. It's like they want everyone to wake up. I'm thinking there might be a mass flat earth awakening on the horizon, guys. I'm just seeing the signs, and it's getting really big again. Comes in waves. The Challenger crew, they were so sad, wasn't it? Did you see the mothers crying? No, they weren't. They were laughing. 30 years on. Good job they're not all dead. Like, only one of them's missing, but the rest are all very much. One of them was a twin. But yeah, they're very much still all around. Around. Things that make you go hum is how many people, I was going to say twats, but that's not good, can you get on a space station? So apparently this many. That looks like Flat Earth British subscriber channel. You've been on the ISS, mate. Better not be. So let's have a look. Wow, all in buttons and shit. So how many poos a day? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 poos a day. They got to drink, 5 litres a day, 2 litres a day. So that's cups of tea. They have coffee. Wow, look at lad's ass. How did he pass the fitness program? Oh, it's just fucking mind-boggling. And of course, gravity is selective because the fruit just stays put. No one in all of human history has ever believed the earth is flat. Right, Brian Cockless Cox. Except, Brian, absolutely fucking everybody. The Norse, the Hindu, the Mayan, the Egyptian. It's like, did you actually go to school? They say, yeah, the professor. Are you this stupid? Inca, Navajo, Hebrew? The only one that's round is the Freemasonic ball, isn't it? Yeah, sweaty ball. So Richard Branson came back and he was on his hair balloon, the Virgin balloon. Just returned from space. Oh my God, it was an incredible journey in space. Yeah. One thing that really surprised me is, though, you could see all the continents at once. Okay. And they looked misshapen. And there was some kind of an optical illusion which made the Earth like it was, looked like disc-like. Very strange. Yeah, what the fuck up. But that was in 2021. Elon was also suggesting that probably most in space you could possibly feel by being in a glass dome. Why would he even suggest that being in space was being like in a glass dome? What? We don't give a fuck. We don't care what you say. No, I haven't got the animation to show you, but this door here flaps in the wind because it is made of a material, and they are in a pool, a clear water pool, and they are all scuba divers. I seen an interview with Buzz Aldrin years before he went on the moon, apparently. And they said, how did you get the job with NASA? He said, oh, I was an experienced scuba diver. You have to be a scuba diver to get a job because you're doing it in water. 442 of you, welcome to Flat Earth British. Got quite a long way to go. Go straight in with the images today. Oh, I can't believe let me just... Oh, fuck a duck. I'm coming back now. I didn't realize I had that mic thing in the corner. Oh, damn. Okay. Wow, it's got dark. Let me put my light on. There, that's not really much better at all. Fuzzy Wuzzy Buzzy Aldrin. God, I feel sorry for him. He looks probably demented. But I'm guessing they had really good lives and loads of television appearances and medals. Oh, we love medals. Okay. And the medal for meddling goes to Buzz. Okay. So, yeah. They turn up the Navy. You're in the Pacific. The pod comes down, but they're there like Flynn, masked up in case you've got like bacteria from space because they've been watching the movies. Look at the state of it. All the paint ripped off, whatever it is, aluminium ripped off. But they're perfectly fine inside. I love the way the ball's deployed on top, and I love the way that the boat's deployed at the bottom as well after they've been in that heat. Absolutely incredible engineering. Here he is. My uncle, he's not really my uncle, he's my auntie. Werner Von Braun, he's got clicky heels. Yeah, he's got them studs in so you can hear him coming. Like the Gestapo. Here they are playing. Let's have a little practice before we go. God almighty. It'd be great if it was like not buoyant at all, because that's why the ropes are on it. But it's just moored up and they just sunk like a brick and they all drowned. How did this turn into this? So this is a great question, isn't it? Here is the Saturn V, really big rocket, went to space, went to the moon, and then it broke up into like them segments I showed you earlier. And then eventually this bit here turned into this limb, which joined back up with Michael Collins' craft, and then eventually became that. Dun, 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 and it has a car in later missions underneath. So this is Elon Musk's effort, and he apparently stuck a car in space at Tesla. And then all of humanity go, hey-ho, on with the show. But you can see that they're using green screens in a studio. They always put in, like, you know, a sea that you might recognize, like the Caspian Sea, or an island you might recognize. So this is another opportunity they missed, was an advertising opportunity, because if there was a car orbiting space, it looks like it's on a Ferrero Rocher again, you could put like Marlboro on it, and or like advertising and earn $1 squillion, but they didn't need to because none of it was real. And humanity has moved on. If you used to ask Joe Average in the street, did you know there was a car in space orbiting? The wheels didn't even explode in a vacuum. It's just incredible. So yeah, they've been doing this shit a long time. The first television picture from space was from Tyros 1 satellite, beamed the images back in 1960 on April the 1st when they sent Artemis up April the 1st, like April Fool's Day. Our flags on the moon, 10th anniversary. Supreme Council of the Southern Jurisdiction. Ooh, what is the rest? Of USA. And this one, has it got any? Oh, yeah, the Freemasonry and the double-headed Imperial Eagle, 1979 commemorative coin. Jurisdiction, yeah. Jurisdiction. So apparently they're going to the moon, right? Through this land of space, right? Orbit it, come back round. But they're doing that at the same time as all of this is supposed to be happening. You know, because they say that the Earth's going around the sun and the sun's moving into space, and then eventually it's supposed to be going around the gravitational well that is the Milky Way, or one of the arms, the media, or whatever they say, make shit up. And then into an ever accelerating nothing, because they say that apparently the Big Bang, everything is accelerating instead of slowing down when it should be slowing down because it's gaining momentum. We don't know what that is. That's what they say, because nothing ever makes any sense anyway. So yeah, this is apparently happening at incalculable speeds. If you watch the Next Level movie, you can see Santos Bonacci telling you the speeds. He worked it on a computer and it goes into the trillions. But yeah, managed to pinpoint the fucking moon. Whatever. And while it's all moving at an incredible speed. Tinkerbell. If this new NASA photo of Earth was real, it would be a miracle because there's no shadow and the whole thing's lit up. And if you were on the moon, the Earth would fill up the sky, not a tiny little blob in the sky, obviously. So yeah, they're using frogmen and scuba diving tank. This flap here starts flapping. There's another image of it there, but they are doing it in a buoyancy tank because they got a massive one set up where they do all of this. So JAXA had to go as well. They're not very good at space faking. The Indians are really terrible. They don't have to make any effort, but it's just like everything else, isn't it? So apparently you can see us heated on re-entry. It hit the floor like a sack of shit. I don't know where the parachutes are, but the cords look like they may be there or not. And there's all of these bits like off like this. Okay. When you're re-entering, the inertia on that, the whole thing would fucking rip apart. This has to be streamlined, guys, for even that to work. What is that big chunk of what? Anyway, so apparently, yeah, it looks like they've undone the bolts and got them out. And then everything is IRE, look. A little salute. Same salute as they do in the other countries. There's no difference, is there? And they gave them some pink flowers. So, fucking hell. Whatever. Bill, what are you doing under the table, mate? Nice magnetism. Right, this is really what happens on the moon, or what they're going to do on the moon. Gravity. Shit. Should have had Jesus in goal. Jesus saves. Wow. Anyway, it's Easter tomorrow, so happy. It's not his birthday. What is it? Don't worry, forget what I just said. I got it wrong. I'm not good on worldly things, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, so this is two astronauts. Somebody's filming them, obviously, and they're having a little stroll on the moon. Here are some astronauts. Now, note, men have naturally square legs, and there's something maybe in his shirt as well. Okay, naturally square legs. Actually, show your legs. Look at the state of it. It absolutely fucking stinks. It's like Neil's underpants in the young ones, guys. There's all acorns and squirrels running around, man. Look at this. It's all fucked up. Wow. They better not have sent that dog to space. I'm sorry. Is that what's her name? What's his name? Layla or something? Layla. Right, here it goes. So they left a camera on the moon. This is the limb going back up to meet Michael Collins, who's up there. He's going to latch onto it. Don't exactly know how that happened. But then they drag it back because they got thrusters to do so and enough fuel to do so. But they're going to fall. They don't need much fuel. They're going to fall back to Earth. And then they're going to re-enter in a completely different craft than that one. And I love how they do the psychedelic glitter. But how's the camera moving up? Well, man, they left a camera and then they beamed the images back from the moon. It's like, what, in 1969? I don't think they were doing digital fucking cosmic transfer data. There's no aerial here. His aerial's missing. It goes missing. So I think that's definitely Neil. I wonder if he pooed in his spacesuit. I bet he did. So this limb here, you can see, is really short. Okay, it's about as high as the flag or something. But in other photographs, it's infinitely long. This man that hangs around in space took a photograph of the Skylab. Do you remember the Skylab? No. It was another space station that they had back in the 70s, apparently they said. Yes, it's amazing. Ask yourself how they took the photograph. Is it important? No, it's not important, and it's not necessary to lie to the public. The public are like, oh, wow, man, look at that. It's the limb. So, yeah, you can see that he climbs down here. He opens the door. He climbs down. First breath of oxygen. No, because it's supposed to be vacuum. And then he's like, one giant leap for mankind. It's like, what about the women, dude? Suddenly, this arm is absolutely massive. And suddenly, the whole limb is completely different sized. But there's no dust because it was supposed to be like grey powdery dust. And he's got his aerial back. So that's good. You need that for speaking to them home. There's Earth Reisler. Oh my God, my heart. It's just full of what load of bullshit. And of course, who's taking the photograph? Is it important? Does it even matter? It's enough for the masses. Here is a photograph from apparently 1 million miles out, because apparently they got a telescope, right, that can look 1 million miles. And apparently they say that, you know, the Earth's turning, so there's no night anywhere. You know, there's America zipping by and see California. Where's Antarctica? Oh, fuck me, it's not there. And of course, there's no shadow from the moon, even though the sun's shining at it. There's no nighttime. Sun's behind us, behind the camera then, you see. And they palmed that off and said it was real, and everyone went, wow, my mind's fucking blown you. Well, it didn't. A lot of people. So Neil Armstrong went to the moon. He took 5 photographs. Only 5. Okay. And this Arabian queen, or whatever she is, I think she's some sort of Persian princess, but she's definitely an Ottoman Kardashian. She went to the bathroom and she took 192 photographs. You've got to ask yourself why they don't, or why they didn't. And this is from a book where it says NASA means in Hebrew to deceive, or be to deceive, deceived, greatly deceived, beguiled, like this is really happening. It's cartoons, but it's real. Seize or utterly forget. Yeah. Elon Musk's car that is orbiting the Earth, forget. What car? That. And as you can see, Buzz. Now, I got a collection of photographs, as I said, of the whole mission, the Apollo mission, and you can see, right, the whole time that they're going to the moon, right, it's daylight outside when it's supposed to be space. Okay, it's not daylight outside in space, guys. It's just not. So they, you know, wherever they are, they're in a balloon or something. Just simulating that they're up in the air for just this period for the camera's opportunity, for the camera. He was in need of a comb over then, wasn't he? Went bald really early, didn't he, Buzz? So all that money and he couldn't keep a bleeding bit of hair. Right, let's have a look. He wear any tourist watches? He got one of those bands like you get in Glastonbury. He's got a Masonic watch. You can clearly see the Masonic symbol there. And he's doing the old hand signal as well with a cocky little smile to say, well, it's daylight outside, you dumb fucks. I smile. That's what he's doing. Here's the studio. So if he'd have lived, Stanley Kubrick, I bet he would have spilt the beans by now. But they say it encoded it into the movie The Shining. Maybe true. I don't know. So, yeah. Let me come back. I got we're going to do some history next, part 2 of this show. Let me just check out what's going on in my chat feed. Anybody here? Yes, we have 451 of you. Nice little turnout for my Flaterday night. Thank God for Martin's existence. Oh, I thought no one cared. Then you do. Wah. Wah, wah. Kay, I love. Dry dirt does not hold footprints in the. No, it doesn't. No, that's established. And the moon rocks they brought back, they gave one to the Dutch Queen, and she had it analysed, and then she got back to NASA and said, "Yo, dude, why are you giving me a chunk of petrified wood?" They gave her wood, okay, palming these moon rocks off. Moon rocks in the modern day, there was something a lot different. I got fireworks outside because it's Easter. Russ, good to see you, my man. GGG, yeah, that's what they do. And I'm emotional myself. I've been feeling emotional today. I'm having an emotional day. I'm traumatized today. Kubrick died 666 days before the tooth. Whoa, is that true, Charlie boy? That's trippy. He might have just been a plant, though, like, you know, like they all are, you know, in this game. Playing golf on the moon is important. Also, banging holes in the ground with your hammer. Fireworks at Easter, is that weird? Well, not really. It's sort of like Hail Satan, isn't it? That's what they're all doing, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure fireworks are good. They sort of blast into... I don't know. Just, I got a feeling that there's something about them because the Phoenicians, it's a big thing with the Phoenicians. And, you know, they do them on Guy Fawkes. And they're just not that pleasant, really. They're just banging. But I think they implode into like the other realm, maybe shock it. It's like bombing the other realm. I bet like the fairy realm, they're all like, what the fuck is this? Get my drift? I'm thinking that's going on. So I don't know about that anymore. Many moon rocks have been found to be petrified wood. Yes, that's right, Jeff. They have been. I went to the Leicester Space Center, as I said, and they had a bit of moon rock there, and they had a big deal. They had it like hermetically sealed in this chamber, like going through, and it 100% looked like wood. You think Kubrick was threatened? Very possibly, isn't it? But, you know, to be honest, if he's going to sign a contract to like fake the world, you know, fake this and dupe the world, I think he was not in a position where he would be able to spill the beans, actually, or want to, if you know what I mean. Nudge, nudge. I think they're all in the same. Why would we presume a film director in Hollywood would be any different? I think Kubrick's genius was sure, and they used it, but you know, Space Oddity, 2001: A Space Oddity, that film was a precursor for what they were going to do. If it was so believable with Hal and everything, wasn't it, guys? And then, like, literally, like exactly the same time, they pretended they do it for real, but everyone's already absorbed into that film, thinking it was real. You know, solidifying space travel is real. I tell you, done a really good job of doing that, and also Star Trek, and also Lost in Space as well, which I used to love. Oh, yeah, Epi Sweetness. Good to see you. Lovely. I gave her wood too, actually, Kevin. Okay. DJ, Misfortune, good to see you. Big loves from the Mendip Hills in Somerset. Oh, I love Mendip Hills. I love Somerset. I do. 17,000 miles an hour, but our astronaut didn't get blown away. Yeah, well, when you ask them about that, it's like something to do with So they saying there's no air, but there would be a little bit of inertia apparently, because apparently they changed it a couple of years ago that Earth is now in, the moon is now in Earth's atmosphere. Don't believe me? Check with ChatGPT. Yes, they're saying it's in Earth. So there are oxygen granules leaking out or seeping out into space. It's a wonder we're not all fucking dead. And that caused some resistance. Whatever. But it still don't blow them off. No. Gave her what? Oh, God. Okay. Kevin Bacon. Are you the what? Are you Kevin Bacon? Kodak, impossible for any photographic function with temperatures range suggest. Yeah, jolly man. How the hell is that celluloid film gonna act? And it's highly flammable as well. You wouldn't have that shit. They didn't have digital fucking sticks, believe you me. That was film. Yeah, you wouldn't have something that flammable either, because that is like the most flammable stuff. Wow, I never thought of that. That's a good point, that is, mate. Okay. So we're going to look at some pictures now, basically some more images of the week that I've collected together. Oh, thank you. Lazy, is it? Love you too. Yeah, we're going to have a big loving. We're going to have a very loving year. We're going to let them all carry on going, wow. We're going to be doing us, and we're going to be staying groovy, guys, and keeping our vibration up no matter what they do. Okay? I do. Even though, and everything is really, really shit, I still keep that, maintain our vibration, because I know that if you lose, what will kill you is losing your positivity. And that is true in any circumstance. You've got to keep positive in this place. And connecting your energy to all like these negative subjects, that's definitely something I wouldn't advise, especially when it's all on the bloody internet. Concrete dust is the closest thing I think it looks like, Vernum. It looks exactly like concrete, and it acts like concrete dust when you step on it. So it's a good chance that they covered it in concrete dust. Yeah, man, definitely. Oh, thanks, Joe. Marticus Von Spartacus. Thanks, Joe. Lovely. So Joe had a dream about me. Have you had a dream about me? It'd be weird if everyone had dreams about me, but I hear this a lot. Smart dust. I don't think they had that technology in '69, but who even knows? Kubrick knew a lot of creepy guys. Makes me wonder about him. Oh yeah, well, all of them act in fraternity. Like, look at Alfred Hitchcock. God, he's creepy as anything, isn't he? Imagine if an Image babysitter, fucking not. Or any of them. Fucking Roald Dahl. God almighty. Vibes. Max. I know you care, Max. That's why you're here, bro. It is a choice, isn't it? Anyone can just be like, oh, I think I'll be depressed. It's not a good strategy for survival. Dallas, love you, bro. Charlie. Oh, you told me that. All right, then. Let's share some more images. This is not going to be hours and hours. Although I am an hour in. I don't know, hour and a half in. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm thirsty. Okay, share this video out. I'm sure it's share-worthy. And we're going to have a look at some images of the week now concerning my subjects of reset and just some personal stuff, actually. I'm going to show you some beautiful pictures of the way the world was. I'll give you a little personal story of my childhood in Cardiff. We had the biggest coal port in the world here called Tiger Bay. So I'm a product of it because my father's a ship's captain and my mother met, you know, the ship's captain, just like the movies. And we sit on the seawall, me, my sister, my mother, waiting for my father's ship to come into the docks, man. And he'd go past with his arm, and you could see him up on the bridge, and we would be jumping for joy because we knew there was dollars, and presents, and wonderful things. Yeah, man. So this is Cardiff Civic Centre. It's a beautiful building, actually, but in this period, they say it's being built, you know, at the turn of the century, turn of the 1900s, and it's in the middle of like a field, Cathays Park, like the Cathars. But again, isn't it just there? And the only thing on scaffold is the tower again, and maybe Cardiff Villa. But isn't it there? You know, this just seems to be always the case, doesn't it? This is Womanby Street. I stayed in an Airbnb where this church is a couple of years ago. And this is Cardiff Castle. Now, this is a great street to visit if you come to Cardiff. It's the oldest street in Cardiff. It's called Womanby, like by a woman. Because basically, when these ships used to come up to the end of this street, this was lined with prostitutes. In modern day, it's lined with really good clubs. They got the Fuel and nightclubs where really good bands that go on 24 hours. Bands on, like coming on at 4 in the morning here. It's absolutely massively loud. It's a great place if you want to visit Cardiff. This is in Splotmorlands Road. I remember them building this bridge, I remember, but this building here, they've knocked it down now. This used to build, there used to be an armaments factory in World War One and World War Two. Then it went over to be a biscuit factory, which my mother worked in. And then it went to a Leo's superstore. I don't know if you remember Leo's, but what everyone in Splot did was they went to Leo's and got free shopping. Everyone just ripped it off. Terrible. So yeah, Tiger Bay is where Shirley Bassey comes from. Goldfinger. He put his finger in something that was golden. To the four corners. Four angels. Tiger Bay. So yeah, this is what it was called. Now, when I grew up, I used to go down Tiger Bay. It was all like Jamaican music, steel bands, and it was everybody playing together. And it was just the happiest community on earth. There wasn't much money around, to be honest with you, with the community. It was quite, it was all like merchant seamen coming home. There was a lot of prostitutes and stuff like that. Cardiff Bay. But everyone just like struggled together. They go into Corey Brothers, see if there was a ship coming in. Like I said, it was the biggest port in the world, and coal port in the world. And this was back like in literally 1950s, guys, and earlier 40s. This was our first place in Britain, really, to be multicultural, and managed absolutely fine with it. Except when he put the baseball or the cricket ball through this old lady's window. Have you ever done that? I have. Did you ever run? It's like a hit and run, isn't it? No, it's not quite. And they used to play pigeon toss. And all the old Jamaicans used to play pigeon toss, man. I mean, they used to crowd round, and I was absolutely obsessed. So where you going? I could watch and play pigeon toss. And they used to crowd round like this. In fact, this is exactly the scenario and the place that I was doing that. It was just magical experience. All the men coming home from sea look off the ships with their suitcases, finding their way. I was exactly the same. Loudon Square. Oh my God. Wow. And what they did was they knocked it all fucking down, put up big blocks of flats, and they moved all the community to the rest of Cardiff. Some ended up here where I am in Ely, and the others just all everywhere. I got trauma around this skyline here. This is Geskeen Steelwork. It's no longer there. It was massive. But I've got like a very horrible memory around that place. I didn't even look at it. Fond memories I thought I'd share with you. Now, in the modern day, right, all of the shops are Mr. Fat Bastard, aren't they? Look, Fat Men Shop, they were selective. Like, I know what you're thinking. He sounds really fattest. I'm not. So, like, in a modern day, they're all Giacomo, aren't they? Jesus, I couldn't gain a pound if I tried. It was opened in 1665. Wow. And it was. Sig Klein, that's German. Anyway, salad dodgers. This is what I wanted to be taught in school. I wanted foraging, ganja appreciation, hell lung hour, or maybe an hour and a half of hell lung, to lead us up to dinner where we all just sit around on the floor eating curry or something. And then afternoon, more ganja appreciation, more hell lung. Does that make sense? And in between, we can have how to take apart a Lewis machine gun or an AK-47. This is what they were teaching Russian kids in school, high school. I don't know, they got hold of a British Lewis gun, though. Because they want to know how guns work. Yeah. case they need to procure weapons and steal our weapons. I mean, they know all our weapons. How come we didn't get teach this in school? It's not bloody fair. There is not a snowball chance in hell that these are Elvis's parents. How can they be? Come on. Let's roll back. Maybe he was a little bit good looking when he was younger, but he ain't like old fucking Angel Aaron, is he? And look at the mother. Skeletor. Even ripping off 40 years off of her age. He's like, these ain't my, he's like, who the fuck are they? He's got an who the fuck are these two people face, guys. Yeah. I don't think that they was his parents. And he was a twin. Apparently one died. I don't think. Anyway. They died to make the desert bloom. And then this guy's in water and there's like a dome above him. The United States of America will continue to bring water to you. Washington Hotel in Washington looks like it's really mud flooded. It's like there's a door down there, but all of these windows here and all of this here is just proper mud, and you can see the mud curling around this building. Yeah, like obviously it's come up to the windows. Proper mud flood. And this is Chicago. Let's remove all the mud, which is what they're doing here in Chicago, in Seattle. Excuse me, Seattle. They're removing all the mud. Wow, just nuts. So, what did people do in the past? Let's have a look at this beautiful picture. Is they all went up on the hillside in all of their lovely clothes, because everyone's just got lovely clothes. Nobody's ever dressed like in a pair of shorts or a t-shirt because it's boiling hot. I'm not sure what's happening. It doesn't look like a battle though. But it looks quite a gentle life, doesn't it? Sitting around doing sweet fuck all. That's nice. I reckon if you could find that, you could scrape the green off there. I definitely reckon it's a bit rusted though, but what happens? The guy could still be in there, or the woman. No, probably not. But that's a nice camper in it. It's got a log fire in there as well. That'd be just perfect for in the middle of the woods, wouldn't it? Just fuck off from them all. Test. That's what OCDC do. I don't think that's funny, actually. So, yeah, when you are in Paris going gardening, especially around Versailles or in the Louvre or around there, you've got to water the plants like that. Like all the way through summer. It's a big deal, isn't it? You're eating a pony. Dickman's horse fat spread, made from the goodness of ponies. Have you ever had a zebra steak? No, I don't think anyone has. I haven't had a zebra steak. I'm just asking. I have eaten horse in Belgium once. They served it up in a pub with a load of mushy peas. I was like, oh my God, that was so beautiful. It was like pinbone steak. I said, wow, that was one of the best steaks I've ever had. They said, oh, it was horse. I was like, but it was too late. I'd already eaten it. I'd probably eaten it loads before then, but unknowingly. I wouldn't eat a pony, but why are we so selected that we'd eat a cow or a pig, but we wouldn't eat a pony? Because ponies are cute. Fucking cows are cute. And pigs are. Right, what's going on with Jesus? Let's have a look. It's Easter, isn't it? They're going to crucify him. The bastards. They're bastards. They're busy beating him up tonight, and they're going to crucify him tomorrow in another timeline. So I think what's happening here is mosh pit. They want him to jump into the mosh pit because that's what it looks like, and they're gonna hand him over the tops of them like they do in mosh pits. Maybe. How beautiful is that? I was looking at this for ages. It's in Italy, right? But I was wondering, like, all right, the effort is they're just doing bits and maps of areas of Italy, right? And the tiles are beautiful, which they do in Spain and Italy and Portugal and places like that. And Delft, it's Delft colour, isn't it? But how do they do it? What's inside there? Is it concrete? Just unbelievable workmanship. I just like thinking, Christ, you know, Have you ever done tile cutting? Yeah, it ain't easy, is it? So it's just like, whew, mind-blowing and beautiful. Trippy. Blue Chakra. Hey, Lisbel, good to see you. I'm not sure what's happening with this Phoenician thing going on. So somebody would understand that chemical language. So this is interesting. Aboriginal Chinese women first in China. And I've seen maps where they say Aboriginals in Asia. Yes, it's south of Tartaria, which makes perfect sense, actually, because it's not that far from Australia. Isn't that interesting? Smell my finger. It's been on the dark side. Audie Murphy. I wondered if he was happy. So, yeah, after killing 1 billion Germans, they bring him back, make him an hero, stick him in every Western fucking you can imagine. I bet he loved that. And then if he said, oh, no, I don't want to do that, they say, do you want to go back to the camp? He'd be like, no, boss, shut the fuck up and get on with it. They made him a Knight of Malta as well. He had every badge in the world. And there was only like 4'5" of him or something. Apparently, he only came up knee height of grasshopper. Poor old Audie Murphy. I love Audie Murphy films, so I'm not going to lie. I like Audie Murphy. And he could act a bit. You know, very nervous, though, in a lot of them. But he's a good gunslinger. So, see this? The Tesla electric wizard foresees the day when airplanes will be operated by radio transmitted power supplied by ground stations, as shown in this drawing. So, what if they're doing that? I seen a big, massive Tesla tower in Texas. It was as big as that, and it was just in the middle of a field. I shit you not. Massive. So how do you know they're not doing that? Because they're not putting fuel in them planes. They're not putting all that fuel in them planes. They're just not. I awoke only to find that the rest of the world was still asleep. Sad, guys. Don't be frustrated with them all. I'm sure it'll all work out. We need shitty people so we can learn to be better people, apparently. And all the bad things that happen are all for a reason. It's not about us anyway. It's for people to learn. That's what it is. It's a harsh place to find yourselves. This is interesting. If smoking marijuana causes short-term memory loss, what does smoking marijuana do? What was I on about? This is good. I love these floating cities. I reckon that star forts may have taken off in the past. Really, think about it. That looks like a star fort, doesn't it? And would that surprise you that the whole thing had just lit up? Some of them, yeah, man. And they just like where they are is just landed where they landed because the Antiquitex offline. I like that. So these two wizards, they're a bunch of fucking weirdos, isn't they? These are like ZZ Top of the dark world. And they've got a shitload of sigils and black magic on them. Yeah, he's got piles and he's got fucking cold swords. So I don't think it's working out for them both. Okay. Here's Olympus. He's a big bugger, isn't he? And if he doesn't make you happy, if you don't make him happy, he'll zap you with his fasces. He's got the... I think it's a blue holy hand grenade, and he's got the eagle wings open, so he's active charge. And he's insisted that everybody, if you're a real man, wrestle me naked. So he wants everyone to wrestle naked. And bestowing people, it's the Olympics. It's the origin of the Olympics. That's another them thing I couldn't even stand. World Cups and European Cups and Olympic Games. Are just repugnant to me. It's not pure. It's like fucking nasty. Ugh. And it should be because the people are keeping fit and all of that, but they're not, are they? They're just fucking perverse. There's something wrong with them all. Oh, I love this. He's got different weapons in each hand. He's got a Vajra. He's got they're all vibrational then. So he's got the tuning fork. Vajra maybe there. Bell. Oh, yeah, I bet they're all vibrational tools. So, yeah, I think the future is definitely healing through sound technologies. which we're going to be looking into. I've got a Rife machine on the way. I'm going to give it a go to try and get the pain levels down. And if I manage to work it, which I've been reading quite a lot about it, how to do it, I think there's a good chance that I'll be able to heal others too. And I will give it a go. Because I got healing powers anyway, but if it was assisted by frequency and the unbelievable technology of Royal Rife, which I think there is something in, by the way, and heal people, which I'm going to be doing when I go to festivals and stuff. Incurable romantic seeks filthy, dirty whore. The 6 best doctors are sunshine, water, rest, air, exercise, and diet. Couldn't agree more. All of them. Right, back to the Olympics. Yeah, they're really nasty. Look, oh, my eyes are so offended. I better not look. That girl in the background is looking at her like, yeah, right. She's not happy at all. So I wonder if I'll ever look like that. Anyway, can't just stare at that. Phantom fingers of Frida Hall. Frida Hall's got phantom fingers, guys. Girls. Oh, I love this guy. It's David Bellamy. Ooh, look at all the fauna. Global warming is part of the natural cycle, and there is nothing we can actually do to stop these cycles. The world is spending vast amounts of money in tax to solve a problem that doesn't really exist. And I couldn't have said it better myself, Dr. David Bellamy. We love you. Thanks for not selling out. Happy hats. What do you think's happening with this happy hat then, guys? It's just too trippy, isn't it? It's just too weird. Okay, what we got here? So it's like multi-Janus. He's got the holy hand grenade. Not sure what's going on with it. He's got the red cape. He's doing smell my finger, and he's got 3 faces. So the one face is what you show your family. The one face is what you show your friends, and the other face is when you're alone, Mr. Miserable Guy. Okay. Going wah. Right, let's have a look at this Phoenician strangeness in a paint. Actually, this is on painted onto a wall. Right, she looks like she got a massive Tesla tower sort of thing on her head. There's an arrow through her heart. I don't know why they keep doing that. Shoot that poison arrow through my heart. Couple of mermaid men, gingers, and they have tridents, and the wind is blowing them because the wind is a dude. So let's have a look at this. This is Helios with the RCNI. A reliquary, a really weird reliquary of somebody they think is a saint. There's another reliquary. So they keep pieces of people and they put them into these things, and then people like revere them. It's really strange. Right, she has got a ruff right up over her ears. It's the biggest ruff I've ever seen. It's really contoured like in figure 8. So I think in the whole thing is air conditioning, and it's a technology that I'm missing with it, I'm sure. But I definitely think this is not a fashion appendage. I think this is some sort of technology. Maybe she's got mumps or something and it cures it. I don't know. And they also wear these, ladies in the past, they wear these to cover their cranium, and it's covered with jewels and metal. So I definitely think that it helps with thought processes. I'm not sure what's happening with that. Half bunny, half human statue. I don't know, but they're really good with fires lit inside them in the garden. Trippy. Oh, she looks a bit lonely, don't she, on a church there? Turned to stone. She only went to look over, and then next thing you know, she's a stone. So the Japanese say you have 3 faces, like I just explained. The first face is to show the world. The second face is to show your close friends and family. The third face, you never show anyone, is a truest reflection of who you are. I don't know if that's true, because I'm pretty much the same with like my mates and my family and everyone really. And when I'm on my own, I'm not fucking different anyway. It's weird. So, this is a really important question. Okay, guys, especially today at Easter. How big is God? Really, really, really big? Biggest thing in the world? Like bigger than anything? Or is he really, really little? Like really, really little? Like the Who? There could be a civilization living in my carpet. Yeah, I could be causing Armageddon every time I walk across my floor. Have you thought of that? The carpet people, like weave world. Yeah, the Who. So we could be infinitely big. I think this place is infinitely big outside where the giants are. So yeah, there's Wernher von Braun. He's actually a Freemason. He's got a couple of other NASA buddies with him with their regalia on. And if only this limb went to the moon, look. This beautiful, clean fucking thing. But they sent up that load of scrap metal. Really weird. I think this is ionized Chebanusky, but it's very, very trippy. Humor is healing. Deep belly laughs are healing. Being silly is healing. Not taking every moment so seriously is healing. Wouldn't you agree? Have you had a giggle? Do you feel lighter for having a giggle? Do you? Do you feel really flat earthy? I do. Look, that's in Times Square today. They're telling the world the truth, guys. It's coming up, man. They're doing it by sending stupid shits to the pretending to send people to the moon. So here's Paul McCartney in his NASA shirt, and he's with a woman that goes in the swimming pool. Here's another one. She's got a swimming hat on and swimming goggles because it's all done in water. Ooh, I'm not sure. So there's a giant, he's fighting the Hydra. So if you hit one head off a Hydra, another one pops out, and then another one, and then another one. See, this is where flamethrowers come in handy, bro. Just fucking zapped a lot of them at one time. Croeso I Cymru, welcome to Wales. Better water, better people, so they say. I use the Welsh Police Department. We don't shag them, we ride them. Yeah? Whose cord is that jacket? It's a new transport that they're using in Cardiff, guys. It's awesome. Ew. I know what you're thinking. Let's collect a load of opium. It might be rice, though. Probably rice. It blows my mind, the First World War. I'm thinking about all these poor men, like, just like 1 minute, like, you know, maybe 12 hours ago, they were leaving Waterloo Station in London. And then they're in Belgium or Holland or France thinking, what next? Well, it ain't going to be pretty. They're going to have to go over the top. This is later in the war. The Mark II tanks have arrived. Oh, my God, that was a shock to the world, that was. First time they put them on the battlefield. They just didn't know what hit them. It was like, what the fuck are we supposed to do now? Whole new realm. From horse and cart to armoured tank with double Vickers. Lethal. You can't shoot the people inside. So, yeah, this is last night. We had a little hangout with my friend. We're going to go to the Costa Blanca. I'm going to link it up. I forgot to do it. I'll do it as soon as the show's finished for Jivia here in Costa Blanca. We're on a big Flat Earth Truther meetup. Concert, everything going on. In September, you may have seen on the show. Watch the show last night. You find out all about that. And it's under Mont Go, which is basically Stellium 7's Elephant. And it is amazing vibration off the radar. Best place I've ever been to. If the water was to rise 600 feet in Britain, this would be the bit that was above 600 feet. So it's looking pretty good in Wales. Don't know about the rest of you, though. Scotland's pretty good. The Pennines, bits of Ireland, high bits. But as for over in London side and Norfolk and everywhere else, Nottingham and everywhere else, they're going to be that'd be underwater. Wales is absolutely stonking. Yeah, Cardiff's not. Cardiff's underwater, but It only takes me an hour to get up a mountain from here. So apparently, Los Angeles Times in 1882 reported a flying serpent dragon attacked an express train. Passengers fired revolvers at the monster. It could have been Mothman. No, it was dragon. Did you know about that? Cardiff would be underwater, but as I said, Millicent, I could get to Garth Mountain like an hour flat from where I'm sitting now. No problem. Could be 1,000 foot high. No problemo. So, don't know. It's a beautiful church in a destroyed city. I'm not sure what city it is, actually. So this is a weird picture. Obviously, there's Noel Gallagher back in the day. And Steve Coogan, who is absolutely awesome, actually. Mid-Morning Matters, best thing going. And Carolyn Ahern, which I really used to like. Is that even okay? She's okay with it. I wouldn't be okay with it. That's not okay. I wouldn't do that. What is he doing? Isn't that sexual assault? Look at, I tell you what is an assault. It's fucking Liam Gallagher's eyebrows. Look at him, the sweaty bastard. Look at them eyebrows. Jesus fucking Christ. He should have been Russian. Wow. Living on the beach. Beautiful young woman. She's wondering what to do with her day. She's got all of her thoughts. And look at that out the window. And she's got the flowers together. What's she doing? Reading some books. And she's just in thoughtful meditation. Absolutely awesome. Getting on with life. Beautiful. So yeah, the Lusitania, it's got Tania. Some people thinking it's a connection to Tartaria, sunk by a submarine, probably 1,600, dead, twice torpedoed off the Irish coast. Sinks in 15 minutes. Captain Turner saved. Thought the captain went down with the ship. And Frothman and Vanderbilt missing. So Vanderbilt, the elite, like the Vanderbilt mansion on Fifth Avenue, got killed. Just like in the Titanic, that apparently happened, Astor got killed. So they're killing like a certain type of elite. But the captain survived. Missing Washington believes that a grave crisis is at hand. And obviously that triggered off then the First World War, brought America into the war, the Great War. So that'd be nice. I like American dollars. They're absolutely fucking yummy. They're not. They haven't got British money. Haven't got the same thing as American dollars. American dollars are. They don't look like American dollars. They might be Mexican or something. Could be Mexican. But imagine finding out. Fucking hell. Woohoo! The last great battle will not be fought in a field, but in all men. In the minds of men and women, which is what's happening, isn't it? Because they're just poisoning everyone with weird political ideas, weird ideology, man, and just really strange everything. It's just all mind control. Rockets, leave ground, outer space, real, ugh. So they got a Cardiff in Illinois. Apparently they got a Tafia. If I had the money, I go to Chicago and I go and visit the Tafia. I reckon I'd fill in with the Chicago mob. Brilliant. So yeah, when I was a kid, 5-year-old, this was the railway station in Queen Street in Cardiff, and then they knocked it down. I didn't like it that they was knocking it down. Built really early, and it was built by Brunel as well, apparently. And then they put this piece of shit up. Took that, built that. Why the fuck would they do that? Hate us because they want everyone to drive cars. So happy Ishtar. Ishtar is a god idol, aka the Queen of Heaven. So it's not all bad. Yeah, but it's nothing to do with. And also, Easter is an anagram of reset. So there is that. Did you think of that? Oh, there's my chat. Okay, I'm coming back for a minute. See what is going on. I've been talking for so long. My head is vibrating. 2 hours, 8 minutes. Almost 500 of you watching. Let's watch a little bit of the movie concerning Nasaruni. Now, let's have a little bit. I'm not sure if I put this film on, will I get copyrighted? That's the thing. It's so tippy-toeing around the algorithm and everything. Ishtar as well. Yeah. On thin ice. Yeah, exactly. The Ishtar gates have large but thin. Oh, the Ishtar gates. Yeah, I'm aware of them. Kathleen Simpson, good to see you. No A in reset. Yeah, it's not all anagram, just partly. Malva Billy, thank you for that. Oh, are you lovely? Yeah, she you went. Where did you go to a church or something? You were laughing your head off when you seen the holy hand grenade, wasn't it? It's really good. Thanks, lovely. PHT Go V for Vanessa. Am I right? 500 watching. Yay! Good to see you. Thanks, Cody. Okay, and Amos. So make sure to give this a like. As I said, I'll link up all that. I actually forgot to do it today, but I got all these venues coming. We got the Soulstice coming up in Dundee. That's going to be a blast. I'm really looking forward to that. There's some awesome people going to be there. And I'm doing Good Dog. No, I'm doing a presentation there. There's other people there, like Guy Anderson's doing it as well, apparently. But I'm going to do healing through frequency because I am convinced this is the future of healing. And I'm going to take my Rife machine and I'm going to offer healing for people there when I get it, which is coming. And BB presenter becomes emotional and cries. Yeah, man. It's like, oh man, it's just an awesome, magical moment in history. Yeah, I remembered that, lovely. I know, I remember you. No worries. Thanks for watching and being here. Because you're lovely. 268 likes. Yeah, now hit the like button, guys. 6 videos and a short this week. That's 7 videos. That's 1 a day. I'm going to keep bombarding you with awesome videos until you subscribe. Nice to see you live again. Thank you. Love your work, Martin. Keep spreading the positive attitude. It's the only way to survive. Thank you, Hippie Shake. Your absolute diamond. For connecting that up there. And a big love, as I said, to India. I'm not sure if she's out of hospital at the moment. So maybe you could give us a tell. And then we can send her love and prayers. 16 offers in the house as well. Good to see you, man. And Laura, how you lovely? I work hard every week. It's just like I'm just working extra hard. And I want to just make best content on YouTube. Because what my plan is I may as well say, is all of them AI videos are all good and well, but there's no people. And I bet you any money I'm going to fucking splatter Brian's 10 times more than them AI videos that have all shit out of nowhere, hundreds of them, that are getting hundreds of thousands of views. And the cheeky twats, they copy and paste my videos, guys, from the fucking transcript. Give it to AI to make a video and they don't even bother changing the words. Now that's proper spiteful. Okay, and that's gaslighty, and they're getting hundreds of thousands of views, and I'm not. Yeah, so I'm going to make better content. Okay, I'm going to make better content and blow them fuckers out of the door. That's my plan. Take ownership. Artemis stars are all over the shop. Listen, it's falling on its ass. You watch all of the weird fuckery, like the toilets broke, guys. They said anything that could go wrong, it's the toilet. Telling you what. Yeah, it's all a pile of shit. Couldn't have been like something else that could have gone wrong, like air scrubbers, like it did in Apollo 13 or Apollo 17. Stupid. Charlie, loads of AI old world channels hitting YouTube, mate. Must be able to. Yeah, I'm grateful that my work is out there, and I am really grateful that many people are getting to see it. But when it's making like millions of dollars for fuck knows who to go to support God knows what. I don't even want to think about it. I'm not done with that. So there's that. The line cheat in the start. Imagine what else they get up to. No fucking chance. They steal it all the time. I know, Free Soul Hippie. I know. But most people who come to my channel already know this. But like the hundreds of thousands that are watching them, like millions a week now, haven't got a clue. And you read the comments and they're like, oh man, you're fucking genius. So I'm like, Space toilet has been a new problem. I've seen that, Manny. And I keep an eye on you on Facebook. You keeps me up to scratch with what's going on in the old flat earth anyway. And I spoke to DJ Curious this week. He was going to get me on Strange Worlds, but it's like 4 a.m. But he's groovy, that chap. When I'm going to chat with him about flat earthy things. So there's that. Yeah, I know, Johnny man. And I can weather it. Where any fuckers throw me. The goods are 420 Baker Street. 420 is that his address? Sherlock Holmes, 420. Your content is number one. Thank you, Vibes. Really appreciate that. It's your business. It's evil, and your plan, it's love. Well, my plan is just to be me, be loving, and be as kind as I possibly can. And that is not to be mistaken. You know, you've got to be tough, which I am. So there's that. Copyright your content, Martin. Let them know. Costs a shit ton of money, Skinflint. I wish I could. I know if you've done that on every video as well, all of the concepts, all, you know, where do I start? Antiquitech, fucking airships. I could just be going on and on and on about all of the subjects. The fucking church machine, cymatic patterns, the bells. I could just carry on going. Have all been replicated. And it's a subject now for millions. But they just don't know where it came from. What he's saying about automatically land on the moon. Oh, God, yeah, I don't even... We'll wait and see. It's just ridiculous. It's just, I don't even want to... I can't even bother. It's the funniest thing ever. For me, the funniest thing is the Fartemis mission that is running on Gov power. You don't believe me? Fuck, there it is. They got a little hole at the back they fired through and it drives it forward. I can see him now. The astronaut was bum against the side of the ship going... And they feed them like burritos and that, so they're extra, extra gassy. Otherwise, you're never going to get to the moon. So they're like that stuff in Mexican. And then all the way to the moon. Thank you, Shannon, love. It's a lovely name, Shannon, isn't it? Like the river. You Irish. A gallon of milk. Oh, I had raw milk the other day. My friend Nick bought me. Oh, my God. We're struck with chocolate in it. They got a raw milk place here by Swansea Way. Oh, my God. That raw milk, somebody turned me on to it in America. Or Cheryl turned me on to it in America. And honest to God, it was like the best buzz ever. And it's just milk, man. Straight out of the moo. Look, 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 look. Ah, you can't get that in the shops. The milk in the shops is shit. Let's get together and feel all right. Like I was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Thanks for banging them out Saturdays, Martin. I do enjoy a Flaterday. And there's been a good crowd in tonight, over 500 watching. That was really good. Met Martin in Rise Above. Oh, Kevin. Yeah, man. I was looking at the photos of Rise Above just yesterday because Craig posted on Facebook and he got a long beard now. You never Craig. Bought the bag of goodies. Oh, Craig's awesome. That was one of the best experiences of last year. That was Rise Above was. It was really, really amazing people that we hung around with for 2 days. And it was just like, we all had to go home then. And we were all like, can we just all stay together forever and have fun? Sadly, it's never to be, is it? This is why getting out and about with these meets and all that is so important. You meet life, you know, besties forever, man. It always is. You cut all your friends and hug your friends, man. Get loads of loving in. It's awesome. That's what we want, isn't it? Loads of loving. Okay. Uranus has been probed. Matt Damon grew potatoes under tarpaulin and black holes have hairy, scaly fields. Thank you for that, John. You thought that out. Baddie Commander. Here in the USA, some milk takes calcium out of the bone. Takes calcium out of the bones and horrible cures. Yeah, I've heard that and other terrible things about milk, but I can honestly say your body will tell you if it's nasty or not. And I felt fucking great after that milk, so I don't think it was bad. So yeah, I hope I see you again then, Kev. We had a great time, yeah, man. Thank you for that. You're genuinely lovely yourself. They were all genuinely lovely at that place. The moon. To the moon, Alice. Who the fuck is Alice? I wish I had a friend like you living in my area. Oh, I hear that a lot. And I don't know anyone in my city. I got friends live like next city over to come visit. I got son, but like I tell you, I know one in my own city, and it's 500,000 people. I bet you there's flat earthers here. Fucking hell. I got talking to a YouTuber the other day, and I was like, oh man, I showed him my channel. I said I'd get him on and that. He says he's the worldwide #1 aficionado in all things Epstein. I was like, yeah, you're all right. Thanks anyway. Don't really want to talk about something so nasty. And then you got to wonder why a man would be wanting to sit and thinking about that all fucking day. You're never going to change it. If you change it, you're going to fucking beat them up. But no, it's wah, wah, wah. Something going on with that. Definitely. Don't like it. Dziękuję. Our lovely Polish person, which I would love to be able to. No, don't even bother, Matt. Don't even bother. Yeah, I know. I work a lot around in the world. A long time after I'll be gone, that's for sure. My books will probably only be read after I'm gone as well. Exactly. So glad to have found you, Martin. Oh, thank you, my son. So yeah, I've covered 1 million words today. I've done about 14 hours of me this week on YouTube since I had my ban last week. But my plan is coming together. There's no money in peace, love, and freedom. Must be while we have peace, love, and freedom. Yeah, like that. Tune in and drop out, except when you do drop out on Fuck 25. You'll look after one another. Sounds like prostitution or something. Just be, says Soul Hippie. Free Soul Hippie. I love that. A gallon of milk and a loaf of bread and a bit of butter. Yeah, you got to get the good bread, though, Michelle. We can't get it here in Britain. But best I could get is like that sourdough bread. And that is full of chemicals, man. But compared to America, you want to see your bread, guys. You got 10 times more chemicals than we got in our bread. And half of it doesn't even need to be in there. I wonder what. I love real bread. There's a bakery used to be in St. Fagans, and they used to do the real bread, not full of chemicals, proper bread. And oh my God, with butter, the smell out of this world. They're all parasites, and they don't want. Oh, I'm over that now. Let's move on. I'm over that. I don't want to give you my energy. It does feel gaslighting. It does affect me. I think it's like, oh no, if I'm giving it my energy, then them fuckers are winning. No, I'm not doing it. So I'll rise above. For me, the funniest thing is about the Fartemis. Oh, you read that one. Okay, much love, 16 Alpha. This has been 400 views still watching. Make sure to like this video. And I'm also live on Facebook. Hiya, Facebookians. And I'm also live on the Flat Earth British Think Tank channel, one of my other channels. You may not know about that. It's got like 17,500 subscribers just sitting there. And I do sweet fuck all with it, which seems a bit of a waste. So I'm going to start doing some posts on there and bringing that back online. Does that make sense? Yeah. Let me put my groovy glasses on. So yeah, I got about 1,000 videos on a hard drive in there from my old channel. I'm thinking of putting some of them up just like all the time and do certain ones for the memberships. I'm going to work on that this week. Work on doing different good stuff for the members. Just finding the time for it all. Thank you, Shannon. Okay, then, boom, shankar all. Be good, and I will be back. I literally got another. I know I'm going like literally. What's that? You call a crush? Don't do that to me. That hurts my brain. Yeah, I got another vlog, another post ready to go up, so I'll probably make that tomorrow, Sunday or Monday. It's Easter Sunday. I think I'll make it for tomorrow then. I've got the time. So yeah. Von Braun, like poo. Thanks, Alva Billy. Thanks, Calf. Thanks, Hector, man. Solidarity, man. Solidarity, brothers and sisters. Woohoo! Never take me alive, Cobra. What's that? You're getting adverts. Oh, listen, if they put them in, it ain't me. I go straight there. That's the first thing I do after my vlog is take the adverts out. So YouTube don't bang them in there. Like, use my channel. Okay, what's that? Misty World Sweetness? Oh, you're lovely. Oh, I will. Have a good Easter yourselves. Don't eat too many Easter eggs. You get all like Easter egg chocolate all down the side of your mouth. It's like eating too much chocolate. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Yep. I got rid of Messenger because I can't have my phone going off 50 times a day. I've never get anything done. So there's that. And I'm not on my Telegram anymore. Otherwise, I wouldn't get anything done. So it's just sat there. I got 2 Telegrams. One's completely infested with crypto scammers, pretending to be me. And I can't keep just spending my day going around blocking them. Ooh, Bethany. Good to see you. Do you remember Rise Above Bethany? Didn't we have a really sweet time, Bethany? Really lovely. Ooh, love you. Love you too, Bethany. Thank you. Oh, Big Kush is there as well. Love Big Kush because you've got a really brilliant name. Big Kush. Yeah, cheers, gang. See you tomorrow then. I'll put a video up tomorrow and see how it goes. Much love, no. See you soon. All my friends. Oh, what's that? It's an awesome group of people, man. Listen, the fucking best, Max. I know, man. We had such a good time, though. You got to admit, guys, we do have a good time, don't we? Yeah, man. We had like a little party going on, a little hang out with all my friends. Only there's 500 of you. That's mad, that, isn't it? It's not even like I'm just doing YouTube presentations. I'm hanging out with my mates. It's just nuts. It's groovy, though. Really happy. Oh, yeah, I do try Michaela. Oh, Michael, excuse me, I thought it was Michaela then. Michaela Strachan. Happy Sally Day from Sydney. Sally Happy. Are you lovely? Yeah, stay awesome, stay groovy. I'm going to get going. It's been 2 hours and something. I think that's enough. And make sure to catch up on these videos I've done this week. It's been some mind blows, all right? Okay, thank you all. Yeah, Smelly Kelly, Space Clown. Yeah. Cool, imagine a whiff. Whew, Smelly Kelly. That fat sweat. Over 30 fires, several states are raging. Nebraska, a pile of embers. Is that so, Dallas? Why is that? Really dry grass this time of year? I guess so. Oh, it started to rain. Oh, bugger. Oh, it is mild, though. Sensational time. Thanks, Mog. And thanks, lovely Vanessa, as well, lovely. And ooh, Mr. Morpop. So, yeah, thank you, Bishake. You're fucking absolutely beautiful. Thank you for doing it. Put my donations link up. That's absolutely awesome review. And for being here for the last 10 years and helping out, which you do. So I really do appreciate you, Hippie Shake. And all of you. Yeah, 300 likes. Get on the liking, man. Apparently the algorithm takes notice or something. I don't think it does. It's all bullshit. Oh, Violet shirt. I didn't see you there, lovely. Good to see you. And are you really a PhD? You look like a PhD. You could be a FUD. Flat Earth Professor. Okay, I'm getting going. See you on the next one, guys. Stay epic. And happy Flaterday. And happy New Year. And Easter, if you do that.